Fans, welcome to the first of a two-part end of the year special. As always, it's the voice of tradition, Jonathan Styles, joined by the outlaw rock star, Stephen Hensley.
You can start referring to me as your better half. I feel like I'm in the middle of a bitter marriage anyway every time I have to stand out here with you.
Now, that being said, fans, we're now going to recap the year that was Mountain State Wrestling and show you some of the top matches for the previous year. Now let's go to Larry Light and learn how you can bring Mountain State Wrestling to your area.
Best wrestling around.
This is Commissioner Larry Light. If you'd like to see the great TV stars of NWA Mountain State Wrestling come to your town, give us a call at area code 304-673-2054 or check us out on the web at mountainstatewrestling.com.
During the previous year, Frank Parker would show King Richard why you do not disrespect the big man in this heavyweight title match from Hinton, West Virginia.
And this match, I've got to tell you, Jonathan Styles, it makes me nostalgic for a time when Ricky Shane was actually focused, for a time when Ricky Shane was the king of the wrestling business in West Virginia. This is a match that I want you to pay attention to it when you're sitting at home, Ricky Shane. Remember your roots. Maybe someday we can see you on top again.
Almost. 2, 3. Apparently, King Richard thinks this. 2 fingers up means 3.
Frank Parker is going to have to triple his effort here to win this match because it's just not fair for the Tank.
And there goes Frank the Tank Parker's knee for sure, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, as much as Frank the Tank Parker deserves this beatdown, it's still not right. It's not fair, you know what I mean?
Oh, what a devastating spinning toe hold by King Richard.
I mean, all right, Frank with the punch to the gut.
Oh, wow. Frank the Tank Parker attempting to fight back and get off of his knees. Up he goes, ladies and gentlemen, and wow. Irish whip reversing. And knee to the midsection takes Frank the Tank Parker down again.
Yes, the Tank is definitely hurting right now. The wheels are just not rolling straight. We need a little oil to spice things up here.
And Frank the Tank Parker getting tossed out as the entourage of King Richard, Brian Kyle, and Derik Billings goes to work on Frank the Tank Parker.
Mark Hutchins, turn around. Look what's going on out there.
And in the ring goes Frank the Tank Parker after getting the beatdown by Giftourage members Brian Kyle and Derik Billings.
You know, that definitely took out a lot of Frank the Tank Parker. It's bad enough that he's already in there giving it all he got. And then Brian Kyle and Dynamite just gotta, you know, not even the odds. Just letting the Tank suffer.
Absolutely, Jock. And now King Richard stretching out the knee and leg of Frank the Tank Parker. 10 minutes has elapsed in the match. 10 minutes.
Even though Frank the Tank Parker can equal the amount of 3 people combined. Oh! All right.
Nobody home until we see some offense out of Frank the Tank Parker now, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's good. Frank the Tank Parker with the reverse. Standing on that one leg. Trying to look like he's trying to walk it off.
Frank the Tank Parker
gaining momentum.
Absolutely. Frank the Tank Parker. Wait a minute, no!
That's it. That was a close one right there. You see the leg gave out of Frank the Tank Parker. That's why he couldn't finish the power move.
Absolutely, Jock. I was going to say that, but you beat me to the punch. Great observation. And you have to think Frank the Tank Parker's knees are like jelly now at this point.
It's definitely complicated right now for the Frank the Tank Parker to oh, what's this?
Wait a minute, Frank the Tank Parker fighting back.
King Richard off the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute, is he gonna choke slam him? This is gonna be it. This is gonna be over. Wait, Carl. Wait, now Carl has been trying to tell Frank the Tank Parker about the fact that Frank is his idol, and he gives Ducky. He throws the duck and wait, ring the bell for what?
A low blow.
No, sir. Frank Parker is disqualified for hitting the referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Hudgens has disqualified Frank the Tank Parker for hitting the referee. Therefore, still your heavyweight champion, King Richard. Jock, can you believe that? Ducky cost Frank the Tank Parker the match.
Oh no, I can't believe that. I mean, come on, you know what I mean? That referee been in there getting tossed around like a rag doll, and Frank the Tank Parker throws.
Wait a minute! Frank the Tank Parker's gonna choke Dykes Jr. And Ducky goes for a ride as well.
Ducky flying 50 feet in the air. He ain't happy right now at Ducky.
Oh, 3 points!
Almost caught Ducky. Get a save, baby. You see that? It's all right.
This is the first and only time in the history of Mountain State Wrestling that the Outlaw Rockstar will ever try to put that mangy mutt named Karl over in a match. This time he was out there, he was actually a champion. I don't like the way that he stole the title, but he was a champion who earned a championship he was wearing, going against the man, the Maestro, who stole the title he was wearing by beating a man that wasn't the heavyweight champion at the time.
I'm going to admit that one. Good Lord. And Karl is certainly in trouble here. Maestro's hungry. He'd like to get in line for that TV title and wear it.
Is it over? No. Karl kicks out. Punches to the skull. Karl leaning on them ropes right there. Stro got him in that corner.
Sends him to the opposite corner, but Stro with a big miss there. And Karl stepping to the outside, ascending to the top turnbuckle. And what's going to happen here? High-risk maneuver. A lot of pride on the line for the champion. And a big diving headbutt by that thick-skulled insane asylum inmate.
Is it over? Yes, the champion. No.
And the champion almost pulls off the victory over the non-titled contender.
Well, he's going to do it again. Or is he going to do something else?
Certainly unorthodox here, see him climb up there backwards. Not the best strategy, Karl. Never turn your back on a snake. He'll strike at any moment. The Maestro climbing the top ropes there. What are we going to see here?
Looks like a big back
body suplex is right, Jacques Moliere. He connects! Good God Almighty, the mass of humanity just hitting the mat right now. It's unfathomable.
Man, just imagine getting back suplex from the top rope right to the center of the ring. I mean, I could just see it myself. That's gotta hurt.
Both men are seeing stars right now, but the Maestro has the thick skull of a caveman, and Karl has the thick skull of a man who has the thick skull. And neither man could be too worse for the wear after that maneuver. Their backs might be hurting, but their heads are too thick to acknowledge the pain.
Karl's pulling something out here.
Head of steam, but misses, and just rams himself into that ring post shoulder first. And Karl climbing back through the ropes. Big headbutt to the skull of the Stro. Stro with an equally thick head though. Not much effect there. It sends him back into that ring post there.
Now that's how you mess up the shoulder right there. Not once, but twice. That shoulder's got to be hurting him.
What a mean thing to do to your alleged friend. You can't believe what Stro says. He says he's your friend and he's not. He says he's a champion and he's not. But right now, Karl's telling him that he's going to enter a world of pain. But the Stro answers by countering with the non-bar, straight into the crossface. And is this going to be sung in? Is this the sung in by the Maestro?
Karl was
crying out in pain.
Too bad Karl couldn't land the figure four.
Karl trying to make it to the ropes, heart of a champion. Can he make it over there?
He's close.
He's real close.
Maestro is not letting Karl grab them ropes, just drags him back to the center of the ring.
And Karl not giving up yet.
He might tap
Heart
out.
of a champion. Doesn't want to give up in this one. Come on, Karl.
I think
Come on, Karl.
Karl is done.
Come on, buddy, wake up. God almighty, I can't believe I put my faith in you. You're lucky this is a non-title match.
He didn't tap out. He passed out. The winner of the match, and still the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Maestro.
Paper Heavyweight Champion, thank you.
Yeah, Karl he's out of it. He didn't tap out.
Fortunate for Karl, though, his TV belt wasn't on the line here. The only real title in the match.
I don't think the Stro is interested in the television title.
Really, he should get in line. He could actually win a belt from a champion.
Both champions in the ring, one heavyweight and one TV champion.
Karl being helped to his feet here by the Stro. The Stro handing Karl his television title. Karl's going to live to fight another day. I wish he would have taken the Stro's head off tonight. The mangy man, I wish he would have done it, but he didn't. But he put forth a heck of an effort, I'll give him that. So, maybe you can move up the ranks now, brother. Vince, we'll be seeing you in a couple moments here. We're going to wrap this one up and tell you a little bit more about what's in the future for Mountain State Wrestling.
Yes. So stay tuned. We got a couple of messages here before we end this hour. That was a great match. I enjoyed it, and I know everybody watching the show right now enjoyed it too as well.
What a disgusting display of sportsmanship.
Well, no sore losers in this ring. Karl goes his way, along with the Stro. Both men seem like they are close friends. Good job. Always good. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
In this journalist's opinion, one of the toughest men, pound for pound, Scotty Reigns, got his shot at TV Gold in Fallsview, West Virginia against King Richard.
Well, you're absolutely right about that, Jonathan Styles. Pound for pound, hey, Scotty Reigns, tough guy. Heck of a competitor at the time, but he was going up against a very focused, very ruthless, very determined predator in Ricky Shane. And you're going to see what happens when pound for pound talent meets ruthless aggression.
Fans, this is a great and historic match in MSW history. Champion down the line.
A heavyweight champion? Is that right? Huh?
Absolutely. Whether it's Stro, whether it's somebody else.
All right, if you say so. So basically, whoever wins this match has a chance to verse the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
Well, how come you just didn't say that?
Because, Jock, I don't explain things simply.
Well, you got to be simple, man. You know?
There's only one simple, and that's simply the best, Ryan Edmonds.
Well, I don't know. He did win that match back
a couple weeks ago.
Yes, back then and stuff, you know what I mean? But he really sure didn't look like he was simply the best when he was getting his rear end whipped.
Well, King Richard now about to be counted out. Now here's what's interesting, Jock. If Scotty Reigns wins via count out or disqualification, yes, King Richard retains the TV title, but Scotty Reigns then gets that heavyweight title.
Scotty Reigns is amazing.
Speaking of amazing, Jock, this new tag team that seems to be scouting the competition, Hardbody Brock and Eric on the scene here, just checking it out and making some mental notes about what they're seeing here in Mountain State Wrestling.
I have to agree, these guys are just sitting there, checking out all the action, and fans, you can do the same thing, just do a show live near you, like I said, all you gotta do is go to wrestling.com, check out the shows.
Absolutely, and now King Richard missing, Scotty Reigns coming off again, high cross body takes down King Richard.
King Richard kicks out with aggressiveness, with the following the kick right to the forehead of Scotty Reigns. I don't know. Like I was saying, Jonathan Styles, Scotty Reigns, to me, it seems like he just gets whipped out there, but kicks out every single time.
Well, Scotty Reigns has a large amount of intestinal fortitude. He's been fighting hard. He's been wanting to prove himself to get some sort of title. And when you think about it, Jock, I mean, yeah, he's taking the beat down right now by Derik Billings, but when you hear the words heavyweight title shot, something's put on the line, and it gets you motivated. It gets that adrenaline flowing.
Scotty Reigns and went there outside of that ring, and to the fans that didn't see it, which you probably did, and catching the punches definitely helped out King Richard, giving him the advantage once again.
And now, King Richard going to the outside. What's he doing here? Oh, a kick to the face takes down Scotty Reigns.
King Richard laid him out. Go. Scotty Reigns getting up.
Oh, wait. Scotty Reigns being put in the tree of woe by King Richard. King Richard choking him.
He's tapping out. Scotty Reigns tapping out.
Well, he can't tap out. He's being choked. You don't tap out when you get choked, Jock. He's just begging for oxygen. And what's King Richard doing here? Oh, and a kick to the chest.
Yeah. Have you ever seen something so devastating, so serious? There is no way Scotty Reigns is going to kick out. He's just twitching right there. It's over. What?
Again, heavyweight title match, Jock. Those words mean a lot and will make you do almost anything.
I am actually surprised he kicked out after something like that. This man is superhuman. He's not human.
Scotty Reigns really trying to fight back, and King Richard pulling something out of his dirty bag of tricks there, scraping the eyes of King Richard to continuously gain the upper hand. Miss. Oh, and wow, look at that Hurricane Rana.
Nice move by Scotty Reigns. That was a good move. He even King Richard kicks out.
I really thought we were going to have a new television champion there.
Dynamite believes it was all about the haircut.
I have to very much. Wait a minute, looks like Scotty Reigns taking up and down for a suplex.
Scotty pulling the hair. New champion. Wow. King Richard kicks out. Even Mike Mayhem is sweating in that ring right now.
I tell you what, man, these people, they've been going at it for 10 minutes now. 10 minutes has elapsed in the match. 5 minutes remaining.
So what you're saying is these guys have been going at it for exactly 2 minutes.
Absolutely, Jock. And after 10 minutes of a high-impact match like this, it's going to take a lot out of you. Scotty Reigns going up for a high-flying maneuver here. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah!
Big flying elbow, top rope. It's over. New champion. No. King Richard kicks out. These guys are whipping each other, giving it everything they got. They keep kicking out. I don't know who would win is going to win.
And King Richard getting whipped in the rope by Scotty Reigns, but King Richard, oh wow!
Nice reversal by King Richard. That's how we did it. Yes, it does.
This was a 5-star junior heavyweight match in Mountain State Wrestling involving 3
5-star
top competitors.
top competitors.
The Dark Horse, Matt Barnett.
Dark Horse.
Mr.
8x10.
Jeff Mayhem.
Mayhem.
And Terry Ring.
Terry Ring.
Let's go to the action.
You see how everything that you say really stupidly sounds even more clever when I say it?
What point are the egos of Jeff Mayhem and Terry Ring going to get involved when they try to go for that pin to get that junior heavyweight title?
Egos, hell, let's talk about desire. There's one reason you get in this business, and that is to win belts. They have a chance to win a title right now, and they had better damn well have the desire to get that belt. That's going to be the motivating factor in this one.
And Barnett trying to climb up and monkey flip, yes!
Matt Barnett catching out ropes. A trip up by Terry Ring though. Terry Ring, a thinking man's wrestler. He doesn't have to do a lot of flashy things. He only has to do a few things very well. He's going to take his time in there. Looking at this guy, he knows his position at all times.
And Jeff Mayhem quickly breaking at the pin.
Jeff Mayhem knows his position right now too, I guess.
And so does Terry Ring, which is to stop Jeff Mayhem from becoming the junior heavyweight champion.
And you see, hot heads are brewing. Temporary allies. That's all out the window now. Jeff Mayhem pushes Terry Ring. Terry Ring pushes Mayhem. Mayhem shot to the jaw of Terry Ring. Big forearm smash. Sends Ring off the ropes. Ring rebounds. Clothesline by Jeff Mayhem. Terry Ring down to the mat.
And I tell you what, if you think this title match is something, fans, you don't want to go anywhere. Just got it on my desk, too. Title for title, Team Mega taking on Derik, Billings, and Brian Kyle.
And that is going to be a contest for the ages as the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions. The legit hit Brian Kyle and Dynamite Derik Billings representing the Giftourage are going to take home the NWA North American Tag Team titles. Mark my words.
And as an infomercial would say, but wait, there's more! Chris Taylor!
God almighty! Giant body splash by the Dark Horse Matt Barnett in the ring. I'm sorry, Jonathan Styles. There's just so much action going on right now. It would be a travesty to ignore it.
I cannot totally understand, but this just in. Chris Taylor, NWA East title versus King Richard.
Thank God. But back to the action in the ring. Terry Ring, shot to the head of the Dark Horse. Jeff Mayhem rolling to the outside. Terry Ring, nice side slam. 2. Kick out, the last second by the Dark Horse. Mayhem on top of him though.
Well, Terry Ring breaking it up now.
Terry Ring dumps Mayhem to the outside. Brings Matt Barnett back up to his feet. Big jawbreaker. Bounds off the ropes. Giant boot to the skull of Barnett. Barnett might be seeing stars at this point. Slingshot somersault flip onto the back of Terry Ring by Jeff Mayhem. Jeff Mayhem lifting Matt Barnett up by a front face-off. Into a DDT.
And Jeff Mayhem planting Matt Barnett right on that mat. This could be it. But Matt Barnett getting a...
I gotta disagree with this.
Yeah, Matt Barnett's getting a break of time as Mayhem waits. What it could have been and going for a submission maneuver instead of capitalizing immediately.
Mayhem has him turned over in that Boston Crab. He needs to sit down right now. Maybe make a little bit more use out of the elevation. That doesn't matter. Terry Ring in the ring. And God almighty DDT.
New champion maybe, but wait a minute. Barnett breaks it up.
Barnett right there.
Well, see, and that's the disadvantage of this match. Barnett does not have to be pinned to lose the title. And wait a minute. What is this? Barnett reverses. Oh, no.
It's a face first to the mat. 2 count only though as Jeff Mayhem breaks that up.
I guess wishful thinking on my part, Steve.
Jeff Mayhem lifts him up. Suplex into a side slam of sorts.
And using a nonchalant cover, Jeff Mayhem, you have to question why is he going after Matt Barnett when he could have had the victory there.
Inverted scoops Matt Barnett up. Matt Barnett floats over on the other side there, pushes him against the turnbuckle. Looks to be running off the ropes here. Modified diamond dust there by Matt Barnett. Pinfall attempt 2 and 3.
There you go. Matt Barnett retains, baby. What are you doing?
I'm Diablo Jr., the worst today.
No, you're not.
I am Diablo Jr., the worst today.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Are you done?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, he's not, fans. In fact, Diablo Jr. and Tenney were riding high as the tag team champions when they
stole the belts.
When they took on the North American Tag Team Champions, Team Mega. And
we stole the opportunity from this match, too. We stole it from the Bunkhouse Boys.
Let's just go to the match.
I'm very ugly.
If he likes these fans, no matter if he hates these fans, likes me, hates me, he's like the Maestro. You can never trust him. There is something dishonest. You will never see the genuine article.
I cannot believe you would attempt to put the heavyweight champion in that same category as somebody who's dishonest.
Nice drop kick by the Chupacabra. Hooks the leg.
Oh, wait a minute. Two count only.
Thank God.
Wait a minute. And now, wait a minute.
Nice crucifix. 1, 2. Feet on the rope, though. Referee calling for the break there, and rightfully so, unfortunately.
And now Barnett in the corner, he's trying to get his way out of there. Diablo Jr. just working on that bread basket and taking it apart. Barnett looks pretty winded in there now at this point.
Barnett, though, reversal of the Irish whip, comes up head of steam, and that was an incredible clothesline. Hooks the head side, head on into a bulldog. Cover him! 1, 2. Are you kidding me? That was a slow count.
That was a sloppy cover.
A sloppy cover.
He laid back like he was in a hammock. He never hooked the leg. He didn't play any weight on the shoulders. And now, wait a minute. What's Barnett doing? Oh, atomic drop. And Barnett now.
Takes Diablo Jr. down. Cover 1, 2. Barely a kick out. Come on, Matt.
Barnett trying to figure out what it is, that puzzle piece, to end the momentum of Diablo Jr.
Nice
and put him
mule
away
kick
for
to
the
the gut
1,
there.
2, 3.
Stomp to the chest of Barnett.
And Barnett not getting on the short end of the stick. Diablo Jr. throws him around like a Mexican ragdoll.
I believe Matt Barnett is American, so that would be an American ragdoll, Jonathan Stiles.
Don't you know everything in America today is made in Mexico or China or one of those other places?
Just goes to show you have no faith in the working class American man, Jonathan.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't want to hear another word on this subject.
Yeah, you are
Focus on the match. Focus on the match and the hopeful demise of Diablo Jr.'s short-lived comeback.
Now, here's the interesting thing. You said he was in an INS detention center. I spoke with the man.
I didn't say that. You said that, Jonathan.
You
Stiles.
said.
You assumed. You assumed. And when you assumed,
no,
you made something
you
out
can't
of
say this is
you
a family
and me.
show.
More likely made something out of you. Man next to you. A nice jawbreaker by Matt Barnett. And Matt Barnett is now in position to hopefully make a comeback.
Now, what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted is Diablo told me he had a great Day of the Dead festival at the first of the month and just decided to take some time in Mexico. Hoping
he didn't die.
Oh!
Come on, Matt.
5 minutes remaining. Hey, Diablo Jr. said he brought some water back for you, Steve. 7! Directly from Mexico.
I wouldn't drink anything that man brought me.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. What's Barnett doing? Oh, nice!
Nice Olympic-style slam there by Matt Barnett. And that's what made Matt Barnett such an effective junior heavyweight champion.
I'll tell you what, that's what got him in the scopes of Leonard Sims to make sure to hire this man. I know that Leonard Sims thinks highly of Matt Barnett.
Wait a second, Jonathan Stiles. What we got going on here? Matt Barnett signaling for the finish.
Wait a minute, who's this?
In position.
What is this?
Double underhook. Picks him up. And no! No!
Bring that bell.
Who in the blue crap is this, Jonathan Stiles?
Well, from what I understand, this is Matt Conard. And Matt Conard just putting the boost up.
Matt Conard and Diablo Jr. showing such a disdainful, disrespectful style. I can't even believe this is going on. Somebody get out here and stop this.
But wait a minute, what's Matt Conard doing now? Look at that. No!
Backbreaker to Matt Barnett. Darn it!
The summer wave would bring the invasion of the Mint to Mountain State Wrestling, but Maestro would attempt to stand up for us and take on Chris Taylor in a title-for-title match from Hinton, West Virginia.
And on this day, fans of wrestling, a pig flew, Leonard Sims gave me a bigger paycheck, and yours truly was cheering for the Maestro. But there's one thing that holds true here in the Mountain State. We keep to our own, we cheer for our own, and we support our own. In NWA East, Chris Taylor, Ryan Mitchell, Team Mega the Mint, here's a message from yours truly, going all the way down to you. Don't ever mess with the Mountain State. You had to dip out on us every time we had a chance to take your belts, and you give us another chance, we'll take them from you. And you're going to see why we can do it in this match.
First, in this corner right here, weighing in at 192 pounds from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, he is the NWA East Heavyweight Champion, Chris Taylor.
And the fans, rightfully so, showing complete and utter disdain for Chris Taylor.
Heavyweight champion, formerly resides in New York City, now resides in New York City. He is the Maestro.
They say formerly resides in New York City, now resides in New York City. I think Jacques Moliere has accidentally grabbed a hold of the juicers mental medication.
No. Hi, Carl. All right, you want to sit with us?
Somebody please slap this man. Get away from the announce position, you freaking nape. And Man Mountain Chimpanzee on the outside, Karl here, getting a little too close to the announce booth for my taste.
Well, I tell you what, Strode definitely using his noodle to bring out 3 men to keep an eye on Team Mega, as well as Mr. Mitchell over there.
Mr. Mitchell doing what he does best. He shows disrespect. That's a very dangerous thing to do against an opponent as skilled as the Maestro. I've often referred to him as a stepping stone. But to become a stepping stone, you have to be good enough to make it worth somebody's time to want to beat you. And the Strobe, make no mistake about it, he's worth your time to beat in this business.
Strode using a little psychological warfare there. And I believe he is getting successfully in the head of Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor and the Maestro continue to circle each other.
But what? Just throwing popcorn in a ring. How awful is that?
Chris Taylor has one hell of a big mouth. Fortunately, the Maestro has one hell of a big fist. And for once, I'd like to see him knock somebody's teeth out with it.
Collar and elbow tap. We finally get some action here. And Maestro decided not to fly Chris Taylor now.
Chris Taylor being brought down to one knee. The Maestro just cinching in that side headlock. Those massive arms of his, so much strength. You see Chris Taylor, though, firing away on the midsection, sends Stroh off the ropes. Stroh bounced back off. And Chris Taylor, I don't know why he was thinking, trying to mount shoulder blocks with the Maestro. A much bigger, much obviously stronger man in this one. And the Stroh sends straight down. And Chris Taylor right now is off his game.
I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see that NWA East title around the waist of Stroh.
God, I would love to see that. But to do that, he does have to beat Chris Taylor, and that is a hell of a task. The Mint is responsible for a lot of support and influence in the career of Chris Taylor. And Stroh has some guys out here to watch his back tonight. But these guys, they don't have his back the same way that Team Mega and Ryan Mitchell have Chris Taylor. So these guys are out here for the moment. The Mint's out there behind Chris Taylor night in, night out. And that's a hell of a difference maker. And the Stroh needs to not discount how important that difference maker is.
Absolutely. Anytime you have an individual in your corner, that can shift the entire match in your favor, even if they're the underdog.
Chris Taylor going for a rear waistlock. Stroh, though, so big and so strong, just pulling the hands apart. And Chris Taylor fighting to maintain control, but the Stroh reverses into a rear waistlock in zone. Brings him down, amateur wrestling style to the mat. Rides on top of him, slaps him around, wakes him up, and lets him know he is in the Mountain State, and the Mountain State came to fight.
Absolutely. The fans in Hinton are really vocal about the relationship of Team Mega.
And you see Chris Taylor challenging Stroh to a test of strength. Stroh immediately reverses that grappling line with the hands and just bends the hands of Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor is in so much pain here. The Stroh is just having his way with him at the moment.
Definitely a shearing pain.
And Stroh, sportsmanlike, breaks up that Roman knuckle lock. But Chris Taylor not in a better position for it. Stroh continues to fire away, showing some good killer instinct tonight with so much on the line. There's the knife edge chops. He just slaps the hell out of his chest.
Busting open those capillaries up in the pectoral region.
The last time I heard smacks out loud, clapping for the Giftourage. But back in the ring, Chris Taylor comes out of that corner and clips the left leg of the Maestro, and the Maestro is in a world of trouble right now. And Chris Taylor taunting the fans and the Maestro. And he's playing mind games as well as taking apart that left leg of the Stro. The fan solidly behind the Stro trying to get him back into this one. Chris Taylor doing his best to just break that leg of the Stro to force an injury or a submission here. But the Stro holding on. He's not going to give up that easily.
Now look at Team Mega.
Team Mega with the assist on the outside.
At least one half of Team Mega and Ryan Mitchell helping along. But it's, I mean, they're all new as the men, so I guess
that's the advantage of being flanked by men like Ashton Amherst, Ryan Mitchell, James Ross. They're always going to have your back, and they'll always do anything to help you win because it's all about the best of the group. And Stro has seen what kind of result that mentality yields. And these guys over here, Terry Ring, Chris Miles, and Karl, might be here for Stro's best interest, but they're not willing to do the same things that the mentor is willing to do to attain a victory.
absolutely not. And now, Chris Taylor in complete control. You know, some have said that he is the top talent on the East Coast.
Well, he certainly looks like a dominant athlete right now, but the Stro kicking away at his head there, breaking that leg lock, and Chris Taylor right back on top of things, though, just kicks away at that left leg again. And he has consistently worked on that leg, and the Stro is going to be in trouble in this one. Chris Taylor has come in with a sound strategy, but that frying pan skill like hand across the chest of Chris Taylor once, twice. Chris Taylor trying to kill off that momentum, though, and just fires away at the head of the Stro, and the Stro's in trouble on this one. It's Chris Taylor sends him head first into that turnbuckle, and gets away at that leg, and Stro's got caught on the ropes there, and Chris Taylor just spinning it across there.
And
he's just torturing the Mountain State Wrestling champion right now.
What is Ryan Mitchell attempting to do with that chair?
And the East champion, Chris Taylor, with that fall-away neck breaker in the ring, hooks the leg, Stro kicks out. But Chris Taylor right now has mounted some seriously effective momentum and off the rope. Fantastic missile drop kick, hits its mark. Hooks the leg too. Stro grabs a hold of the rope.
2 count only. It keeps Chris Taylor having to continue to work in this match.
The East champion is really showing what makes him so good and so celebrated on the East Coast. The Stro showing what makes him so effective in the Mountain State. Hits him with a back elbow. Off the rope, and that was a battering ram of a flying shoulder block there. And Chris Taylor has been rocked. Stro flips the cover. And barely a kick out by Chris Taylor.
I tell you what, Stro came down almost full force.
Full force, God Almighty, he is such a big man to fly like that. But Chris Taylor, right back to the offense. Perhaps Chris Taylor's laid too much into the Stro in the early goings of this. That his momentum so quickly shifted back to Chris Taylor's favor. But the Stro isn't down for the count yet. He's right there with him on the ropes. Chris Taylor following in the Stro. And the Stro firing away at Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor walking over those ropes there. And the Stro there agreeing with the headbutt. And they both fall.
I tell you what, that took a lot out of both men.
And Dickory Orton starting the 10 count here. We're up to a 3. Stro stirring to life. Uses the ropes to help himself get up. He's had so much taken out of himself already here. Chris Taylor struggling to his feet. And just levels the Stro. The massive leg shot to the back of the head and the upper body. And continues to work away on that left leg.
Chris Taylor now continuing to work at the same way that he did early on in the match.
It's a nice grapevine on the leg there. Firmly torquing away at it, but the Stro is turning that leg lock into a figure 4. Yes! And God Almighty! God Almighty! This is what I'm talking about when I talk about the history Maestro broke that one up there. All the Stroh's experience. And it's wiped away in a moment by the influence and the bond of the Mint. This is just terrible. This is what I'm talking about. The Mint is willing to do what it takes. Karl, Terry Ring, Chris Miles, they may be just a little bit too nice to be the men we need out here to have the Strohs back.
Now, Chris Taylor putting the Stroh down there.
And Chris Taylor trying to absorb what's left of the life of the Maestro, but the Maestro will not be denied. He's turning himself over here. He's on a side position, trying to get up to a kneeling position, trying to make it back to his feet. The referee raises his arm once.
Oh, come on.
Twice. No. Come on, Stroh. Yes.
He's thank goodness.
And the Stroh drawing off the support of the fans, drawing off of the reserves he has left in the tank, drawing on everything he can to make it back to his feet. Stiff shots to the abdomen. Chris Taylor sends him off the ropes. This is a back to the elbow. Chris Taylor reverses that. This is with a big clothesline. Stroh off the ropes. Clothesline. Both men are down. And once again, Rickery Dickory Orton going to that 10 count. Come on, Stroh. Get your ass up.
Come on, Stroh. He has to learn to.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah, Stroh.
That's right. And a stepping stone going to town on Chris
Oh,
Taylor.
abdominal stretch. There goes in.
Tails him into a elaborate pinfall attempt. Chris Taylor walks away from that. Schoolboy, 2. Barely a kick out there. And the Maestro staying on top of him here. Looks like a small package. How does he keep kicking out?
I am flabbergasted, Steve,
The
about that.
Stroh is just taking him to task here and lifts him up. Chris Taylor reverses and just throws the Stroh down to the mat by his hair. Chris Taylor telling the Stroh to get back up.
He's measuring him for it. He's measuring him for a Taylor color.
And Stroh, groggy as can be, turns right into no! He reverses it! Into that crossface submission!
New NWA
It songs in for you, Chris Taylor! The Maestro's gonna make you sing some pain right now! No! Damn it, no! And the Maestro has this damn big one! And this is terrible! This is absolutely terrible! And the man in the ring just going to town on Karl and Chris Miles. Terry Ring holding his own for the moment. On top of James Ross. Forearm shot. But the sky high Sasquatch of destruction. Front face rocket to a DDT. Terry Ring is down. The Maestro's back up to his feet. This is Carnage and Mayhem. And the man retreats to the outside.
And Team Mountain State.
Team Mountain State stands tall in the ring at the moment.
Last week, the NWA Dog Pound champion went for it all here in the Mountain State as he took on Maestro in Summersville, West Virginia.
And what a fantastic high-profile match this one is, Styles. We got our own, the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World, taking on the NWA Dog Pound Champion. Talk about an historic encounter between two top-tier performers in our business. This was one of those matches.
It's only disrespect if the respect given isn't appropriate.
Oh, another collar and elbow tie-up now.
Maestro goes straight to a side headlock here.
And I tell you what, but for the Maestro last week, Chance Prophet would have been on the short end of the stick in that beating that he was taking from the Giftourage.
And if Chance Prophet had been foolish enough to extend his hand in friendship, the Maestro probably would have gone ahead and softened him up for this. I talk about ulterior motives all the time, and I think this is the ulterior motive that Stroh had last week when it seemed like he came out to help Chance Prophet. He was looking for an opening to take advantage of a beaten man. He was looking for an opportunity to weaken Chance Prophet even more because the Stroh is a selfish, greedy man.
He is not a selfish and greedy man.
What, you don't think he wants the NWA Dog Pound title?
I think Stroh is a great competitor. He's a man who's trying to do the right thing.
A man who wants another title belt. Let's call it like it is. You're not in the business to win belts. I don't understand what you're doing here.
but there was no match. There was no match. He saw a man who was being taken advantage of.
Who are you kidding? The Stro is so high up our corporate chain, he's in the ear of our CEO left and right. He knew this was coming.
No, he did not.
Who are you kidding, Styles? Back in the ring, you see the Stro choking Chance Prophet, ignoring the referee's 5 count.
Great chop by the Stro.
Chance Prophet returns fire though with a chop of his own. Stro fires back, Chance Prophet fires back. Trading back and forth, and Chance Prophet, of course you should break the eyes. The Stro would do it to you, you see he did it right there. How you like that? The man that pretends to be a role model for kids taking shortcuts.
He's not taking a shortcut.
Of course he is. You didn't see that thumb to the eye? You didn't see him ignore a 5 count? Rapid fire chops when he should be breaking the count there. Chance Prophet fires back with a martial arts kick. Double pump thrust to the chest. Kick to the head, and now he's just stepping across the throat of the Stro, cutting out some of the oxygen. And some people think that this is disrespectful. I think this is appropriate respect. Like I was saying earlier, sometimes disrespect is appropriate respect, and there isn't a man in this business that deserves to be disrespected more than the Maestro. Chance Prophet runs off the ropes there, and literally almost kicks the Stro's teeth out of his mouth.
And Chance Prophet now pulling the Maestro to the ring, going for a submission, and trying to take apart the Maestro at the knees, but the Maestro quickly reversing into an arm bar. And I tell you what, look at the ring presence of Chance Prophet to get away and break up that arm bar by getting in the ropes, Steve. I tell you, Chance Prophet knows where he's at all the time in that ring and knows how to take it. It's like his second home.
Chance Prophet has the aid of 38 imaginary friends helping him out when he doesn't know where he's at.
No, he just...
If you really think that man is all there, that he knows that he's in a wrestling ring right now, I've got news for you. This man believes he's running through the jungle competing with a predator.
He does not. Chance Prophet knows exactly where he's at all times.
I beg to differ, and I believe he would as well. But he's definitely in a fight to come out a winner, regardless of where he thinks he's at. The Stro is on top of him right now, though. Stomp to the fingers of Chance Prophet. Pulls the arms back, stretches the upper body, pulling in opposite directions. A body scissors applied, and he's pulling those arms in opposite directions, trying to reconnect them. Maybe causing a pectoral tear to Chance Prophet. That would certainly hinder Chance Prophet's abilities to maintain any kind of a defense during this match.
And I tell you what, the bridge by the Maestro just to pull apart Chance Prophet, stretching him like a piece of taffy.
What a painful looking maneuver.
Absolutely, just pushing both shoulder blades into each other.
Shoulder blades into each other, rotator cuffs in directions they're not meant to go in, elbows in directions they're not meant to go in. If he touches those arms together, we might hear a whole lot of tearing and breaking.
Absolutely, snap, crackle, pop, very easily.
Chance Prophet breaking that up. Stro holding on to an armbar though. Chance Prophet though, in a good position to reverse, and he does. Back up to his feet, falls back down, takes a shot at the Stro. The Stro looks to be grimacing in a great deal of pain at the moment. That's exactly what Chance Prophet needs to do. What he's doing right now, staying on top of him. A giant flurry of offense. Takes 1 second to breathe. Goes right back to the offense.
Wow, look at that headbutt. Knocked both men silly. And
I think Chance Prophet has already been knocked silly.
He has not.
That man was silly in the head from the day he was born.
Chance Prophet trying to get his bearings down now as he tries to fight his way back up.
Stiff forearm shots to the face of the Maestro. Chop across the chest. Chop, 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 chop. How wonderful would it be to see the Stro's chest bleed this morning?
Oh. And I gotta tell you, Steve, with both men in this match, I gotta wonder who it is you're even for at this point to go home with a victory.
Kick to the chest of Chance Prophet, doing what I always do style. I call it down the middle.
Would you call it down the middle if the Giftourage was out here? No, of course not.
Yes, I did. I called it right down the middle. The way I saw it, they were winners.
No.
Maestro with a big knee drop across the head of Chance Prophet. Chance Prophet looks like he's in so much trouble right now. You see him trying to reach for the ropes there, but the Stro on top of him pulls him away, brings him back up to a vertical base.
Great chop by the Maestro.
Those frying pan hands of his chopping across the chest of Chance Prophet can't feel good. But Chance Prophet not out of this one completely yet. He may be out of his head, but he's certainly not out of this contest.
Chance Prophet fighting back with everything that he has, and Maestro doing the same. Both men desiring so desperately to get that upper hand. And what a clothesline by Chance Prophet. My word.
Chance Prophet definitely rocked the Maestro with that clothesline there.
It looked like a T-Y-H-O-K.
T-Y-H-O-K.
I don't-
What the heck does that stand for?
Take your head off, kid. Aha, gotcha. You didn't see that one coming, did you?
Jonathan Styles, there are a lot of things from you I would like to not see, such as your face. I also like to not hear your voice.
Speaking of not seeing people's faces, how is the campaign going?
Hey, speaking of needing to pay attention, how about what we've got going on in the ring here?
We got some. Well, we have a small break in the action. I thought you might want to talk about Andy Awesome and the mask.
I would like to not talk about Andy Awesome. Since you mentioned it, put the mask back on.
Oh.
I said you were hideous, and now everyone knows I was right, so do the world a favor and cover it back up, friend.
Wait a minute, and nobody, that doesn't tickle fans.
And the Maestro just hurt himself in a way that every man at home is grimacing. And Chance Prophet.
Wow, shades of Rick there as Chance Prophet applies the figure 4. And I tell you what, that injury to the groin region is just being exacerbated right now by that figure 4 leg lock.
Chance Prophet has definitely got that thing locked in, and he's got it cinched in tight.
2 count only.
And you can tell by the difficulty of the Stro being able to lift that leg up just how much pressure Chance Prophet was trying to apply there. But the Stro's upper body, so big, so strong, it allows him the opportunity to reverse this hold. And you see the Stro there in firm control now. And will Chance Prophet give this one up? Will he say the words "I quit"? Will the Stro become a double crown champion? You see the referee asking Chance Prophet, do you give? Do you give? He's saying no. But how much more punishment can this man take?
Unbelievable fans. Chance Prophet with a great amount of intestinal fortitude not to submit here. I'll tell you what, Maestro, an expert submissionist, is applying this and not giving Chance Prophet a moment to even think about it. And Chance Prophet now, wait a minute.
Stro makes it to the ropes, that's a break.
I tell you what, the legs of both men have to be like Jello after that figure 4 and that reversal.
Both men back up to a vertical base. Chance Prophet kick to the gut of the Stro. Hooks him with the front face lock.
Oh, great
Hammerlock TDT there by Chance Prophet.
What the holy Moses is this? Wait a minute, what's the gift?
What are you talking about? What do you mean, what was this? All they came out here to do was observe this contest. Jason Kincaid, unfortunately, just too much momentum. Sometimes he's so athletically gifted, he doesn't realize how fast he is. He was just trying to walk to the ring and somehow ended up on the other side.
No,
these guys are just out here to observe. They like a good wrestling contest like anyone. You see the Stro there, trying to muscle Chance Prophet down. Song's in, cross face time. And this is going to be it. Will the Maestro put Chance Prophet away? Is this contest going to be over? Are we going to have a double crown champ?
The referee calling for the bell.
Jonathan Styles, over the last year, you and I have had the opportunity and the privilege to call a lot of fantastic matches here in the Mountain State.
Absolutely.
But there's a gentleman who has been at every NWA Mountain State Wrestling television taping and has seen everything we've seen and then a little bit more
Absolutely.
in person. That man's a good personal friend of mine. He's a proud member of the Outlaw Nation, and he's also a member of our production company, Cucumber & Company, whom you can advertise with for the right price, and it's a fair price. Mr. Scotty Gregg, would you please join us on the show?
Thank you, Steve.
Good to see you, my
Thank
man.
you, John. I just want to let everybody know next year it's going to be even bigger, even better. Stay glued to your TV
Oh,
sets.
yeah.
Stay glued to your YouTube channels.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely.
You won't want to miss the silver-tongued voice of the Mountain State, the outlaw rock star Stephen Hensley.
And the voice of tradition, Jonathan Styles.
Well, yeah, I guess the voice of tradition. But Scotty,
Uh-huh.
I want to give you a present. Jonathan can tell you I like to take care of my friends.
Bottled water.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't need that. He has credibility. Put those on, my outlaw brother.
Let's get in here. Let's get in here.
Let's get in here.
Oh.
Family hug. Not you. Family hug. Family hug. Fans, we got a great year coming up. Cucumber and Company, the Outlaw Rockstar, and NWA Mountain State Wrestling, the best wrestling in West Virginia. You can get in here for a closing shot. Just down low. Down low. We'll see you next week.
NWA Mountain State is a production of Cucumber and Company. Cucumber and Company, video, web, and beyond.